In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends and fellows, all of us like some of the people and we dislike another some of the people as well. All of us like some of the people and we dislike another some of the people as well. Now, as far this liking and disliking is concerned, obviously the people we like, we want to support them, we want to project them, we want them to grow, we want them to develop, we want them to become powerful and popular. And then the people we dislike, we are seen trying to harm them, hurt them, damage them, even destroy them. Although both of these things are not in our hands, but at least we can play our role. When we are seen playing our role in this respect as well. Now, the question is that whether we are effective in it or not effective in it, whether we are doing it in an intelligent manner or not in an intelligent manner. That is something to be talked about, to be debated upon. It is said, there is a proverb of Urdu that the enmity of an intelligent person is better than the friendship of a foolish person. If an intelligent person is your enemy, she is better than a foolish friend of ours. That's the proverb of Urdu language. And I think that there is a lot of truth in it, because a foolish friend of ours will be telling the things to the other people which should not be told. If a foolish friend remains quiet, it is okay. But if a foolish friend is found talking about us, obviously he will saying the nonsense, the wrong things, and the things which are going to damage our credibility and our fame, our rapport. Dear friends, as far our today's talk is concerned, we are going to talk about how to deal our opponents in an intelligent manner, how to deal our opponents, how to handle our opponents in an intelligent manner. What we already have been doing about these opponents of ours is that we are seen talking about them in their absence particularly, and we are trying to damage and hurt their credibility in the society. We are also trying to take on them while we are present there, even in front of many people. We are we are seen trying to confront them. That is how we are having a kind of policy toward our opponents, toward our adversaries. Dear friends, that is a foolish manner indeed. Why? Then another, very intelligent principle of tackling our adversaries, opponents, competitors, the people we dislike, the people who are our enemies and not the friends. There is a law of principle saying that ignoring them is best revenge. Ignoring them is best revenge. Nothing is as useful in damaging them as it is to ignore them. It is really, really, really important to ignore them. And as far this ignoring them is concerned, not to talk about those people, not to entangle, not to confront those people at all, not to confront them, not to even have a toxicity for them in our mind and hearts, not to even have a toxicity in our mind and heart, because this toxicity for them is actually a poison which is going to make our lives poisonous. We don't have to do that. So, what we are supposed to do then? Ignore them and minimize the attention, importance you pay to them. Minimize the attention, the importance you pay to them. Once we are trying to tackle someone else, confront someone else, it actually means that we are attracting the attention of the people towards them, toward him. Quite possibly we will be doing it in a foolish manner, and this foolishness actually is ultimately going to downgrade us. It is going to discredit us. It is going to hurt us much more as compared to the hurt our enemy is going to get. So, for all these reasons, the best strategy ever to tackle an opponent, to tackle an adversary is to ignore them, and to have in your mind that I want a good relationship with them. I want a good relationship with them. But at a minimal of the cost. I don't have to pay much of the attention to them at all. I don't have to exert, I don't have to make any effort. I don't have to make any effort to establish a good relation. I don't have to make any considerable amount of effort. Neither I can afford to spend time much and upon making them as my friend. But there are people who are even more intelligent. There are people who are even more intelligent, and these people say that convert your enemies into your friends. It is better to convert your enemies into your friends. I'm not advocating that, at least as far this talk of ours is concerned, but I'm a staunch, supporter of this idea that ignoring them is the best revenge, because opposing someone else is actually telling the people that this person is important and is really important. So that for that reason, since this person matters, he or she matters, since this person matters, so for that reason, I'm talking about them, I'm opposing them, I'm doing this against those people, I'm doing that against those people, and doing all that actually is a huge wastage of our own time, energy, resources. But ultimately, it will blacken our own face and nothing else. Nothing else. So for all this reason, I believe that it is a great idea. The person who has invented, the person who has coined it, this principle, the law of power, which says how to tackle an opponent, minimize, and minimize the attention you do pay to your opponent. And also, I remember some of the people, the public figures, they say that the news about us should appear in the media, even if these news are against us. Some of the people who are very intelligent public figures, they are found saying that the news should appear in the media, if not in our favor then at least against us, because they know that if at all a news is there against us, it also means that we matter, we are really a player, we matter. And that is the reason the news against us are being printed in the media, in the social, or in the print or electronic media, dear friends. So if at all there is someone else who is your opponent, so my suggestion is the best way to ignore, again, best way to tackle them is to ignore them, and also the best way to tackle them is to minimize the attention we are paying to those people. And still it goes right into our own best interest, it goes right into our own best interest if at all we are not generating the toxicity in our own mind and heart, because this toxicity is going to hurt us, damage us much more than it is going to damage our opponent, our adversary. Thank you.